Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am back for another Slim Sports interview. As always, I'm your host, Jay Slim. And joining me today is another Jay, but she's a way better shooter than I am. My sister from my JUCO days, the baller, the shocker with Wichita State, one of the rising stars in the American Conference, Jayla Murray. How's it going, Jay?
The lob down low, and one. Murray gets the bucket and draws the foul. Great execution.
I'm going good. It's going good. Hi, y'all.
I'm so excited to have you on here. I've seen your journey throughout the college ranks, saw you back in JUCO when we were at Florida Southwestern together. I did stats for you and saw you during your All-American season during your freshman year. Sophomore year was a little rough, but ended up making your way to the Division I level finally with Wichita State. Obviously that's every athlete's dream, playing at the Division I level against such good competition that you're going against every single night. Talk to me real quick about that first year with the Shockers. What did that really teach you about playing at the Division I level of basketball?
Right. Well, first year was a struggle at first because obviously I'm coming back from an ACL injury, but I feel like it taught me a lot, and the speed of the game was way, way, way faster. But I adjusted pretty quick. Obviously, I didn't have the speed and agility, recovering and stuff. But besides that, I mean, shoot, it was amazing competition. It was good to play against everybody, get more experience. So I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, and I mean that JUCO experience definitely helped prepare you for playing Division I basketball, playing at FSW, a powerhouse year after year. I mean, you were one of the star players for them, but you played alongside a lot of other great talents. Macarena Redamales, who suited up for the FGCU Eagles this past season. Blessing King, who was one of the top rebounders in the country. She's now going to Marshall, and I mean, countless other Division I talents that you got to play alongside. Talk to me real quick about that JUCO experience. How would you say that really helped show you what you needed to do to get your game ready for playing Division I?
Right. Well, JUCO taught me a lot, because obviously that's my first college experience. And shoot, first getting there, the running got me really prepared for D1, because one day we got up at 4 a.m. running stairs. So shoot, ain't nothing compared to that. But that got me right a lot. And then just the experience overall, even with my teammates, like meeting people from all around the world, it was like just knowing how to, handle different teammates, and, people have different cultures, and how to become a better leader, because people like react to things different. So learning how to be a better leader, and, like how do I say it? Like being a better mentor to them. So yeah, sorry.
Hey, you're definitely one of the best teammates. I know everybody loved you at FSW, teammates, fans. I mean, you're one of my closest friends, and I was just a stats guy. So obviously I was the one putting in all of your crazy numbers that people saw. So I'd like to give part of your Division I journey. I helped out with that. So
Yeah,
not really. You definitely did it on the court. Your second year, obviously, you mentioned it there. You tore your ACL, and obviously that was heartbreaking for all of us. But blessing in disguise, you do get that year back, so you are able to play, another year at Wichita State, or if you choose to transfer, whatever ends up happening. But obviously, that affects so many players mentally, physically, trying to come back from that. Talk to me real quick about that experience coming back from injury and how you were able to still manage to find ways to become so dominant on the floor like you were this past season for the Shockers.
Well, when I first found out, it was like the end of the world, because I'm like, I can't play basketball. What I'm gonna do? I'm like crying, but I realized that like I can figure out different things to help my teammates or become a better person besides basketball. So that helped me a lot as well. But me coming back wise, I feel like it took a lot of hard work, like a lot. And you have to be motivated. But I feel like me just watching everybody and like being able to look at the game, it just made me smarter up here, and being able to, see what I need to do better, and being able to watch film back and do all these certain things that when I can't be on the court, this is things I can do to make myself better when I can't play, So I feel like it was hard, but everything happens for a reason. And I'm a big believer in God. So I feel like my relationship with him got better. I talked to him a lot. He got me through it, really. Like without him, I would not be here today. So yeah.
Yeah, and you definitely succeeded a lot this past season. Coming off of that ACL injury, I mean, it looked like you didn't miss a beat. You averaged 7 points per game, 4 rebounds, shot 50% from the field for a Wichita State team where, as a whole, you obviously had your individual success, but as a whole, you guys did struggle. 10-22 overall, 5-13 in American Conference action. But the one thing I will say, as far as you were able to start right off the bat.
Yeah.
Coming off of that injury, a lot of players, they would be coming off the bench, getting a few minutes here and there. Your coaches realized the work that you put in, the talent that you have, and they gave you that starting nod from the jump. Talk me real quick about during that off season before this past season, how you were able to really earn that starting nod and gain your coach's trust.
Well, I feel like from the jump, I told them from the jump, like, I'm gonna work my tail off. Like, I don't care about this energy. Like, I'm gonna work for what I want, because of course my goal is to, start, but I didn't have to. But like, I want to do big things for my team to help my team out. Like, I want to win. That's the main goal. So I told them from the jump, like, I'm gonna be working my tail off this whole summer I got back. I'm like pushing myself, and like we'd be doing runs and stuff, and I'm like pushing. I'm like, oh, I can't go. They're like, Jayla, you can sit out. I'm like, I got this. Like, we finna get right. We finna get right. So like me just having that talk with them and telling them like I'm finna get right. Like, I feel like they trusted me from there on. So yeah.
Yeah, and you did great this past season. And like I said before, first year at the Division I level. Obviously, my history. I know a lot of players at Division I level from FSW, from my Slim Sports brand. And they always I hear different stories of the welcome to the D1 level moments.
Yeah.
Lee Douglas, good friend of ours, he told me some of his where he had some shooting struggles and then had a breakout game. I had Wesley Oba on earlier today. He was telling me, going against certain competition. What would you say was kind of your moment this past season where you realize, okay, I'm playing Division I basketball, whether it's good, bad, or ugly?
I feel like the main one, and it was like kind of later on in the season, but when we played USF, I was like, oh yeah, like, this real. Like, we need to lock in because we was playing them and I ain't gonna lie, we got 30 ball. But like, God dang, USF, like, they the real deal. I can't come to you, but when I played against them, I'm like, yeah, this D1. Like, so yeah, I feel like that's the main moment. And then obviously, more running and stuff, the usual stuff. But yeah.
Oh yeah, USF definitely tough team. I mean, they just had a couple WNBA draft picks a while back. They're usually in March Madness every single year. And obviously, they are usually at the top of the conference. You guys, like I said, in a very tough conference overall, with USF in there and, quite a few other very tough teams that are March Madness contenders every single year.
Right.
You yourself, you were able to put up some decent numbers against some very tough teams. 13 points, 8 rebounds against SMU, 13-6 against FAU, and then a little while later, you guys played FAU again, got the win, and you had 15-4. So, I mean, you were able to find ways to produce for a team that overall you guys did kind of struggle. What would you say, when you did have those moments where you were able to succeed and help your team go on stretches and spurts of scoring, how would you say the flow kind of came easier for you as the season went on?
I feel like as the season went on, we built our chemistry like throughout the season, because at the beginning, like, it was like returners versus like the freshmen and like the transfers. So I feel like throughout the season, once our chemistry got good and we start flowing better together, I feel like that's when everything start, flowing. But we did have those struggles, and where even we would be up some games and then we would fall short, because we didn't have that let's go, like, let's do this for my sisters. We didn't have that. So I feel like once it kept going, then we've gotten to the flow of things. So yeah.
Yeah, and you got a lot of transfers coming in this upcoming season from the JUCO ranks. I believe a few D1 transfers, some freshmen, obviously, so a lot of new faces coming into the program this upcoming year. I know Princess Anderson, who was the top scorer at the JUCO level this past year for Pratt Community College. I mean, you guys got some great rebounders from Cloud, real talented scorer from Coffeyville. I've gotten to see all of them play in person in the Jayhawk Conference. And I know you guys got the talent, obviously, yourself included. You're coming back, as well as a few other key pieces. Talk to me real quick about what it's going to take for all of these new pieces to blend with the returners heading into next season to where you guys can hopefully go from being bottom of the conference to top of the conference in 2024-25?
Okay, well, I like this question because I love my team this year. Like we do everything together. Our team chemistry is like this already. That's the great thing. But I feel like everybody's mixing in pretty good. We have great guards, like you said, coming in that are fast, and coach is looking for us to play way faster this year, maybe press and like have an identity for ourselves. Like this is what we're gonna do, and this is what it is. Like this is Wichita State. So I feel like we already mixing good together, and playing fast. All of them trying to get to things fast. So it's good. It's going good.
And like I mentioned, you do have a couple of those JUCO products coming in. Being a JUCO product yourself, I'm sure you know how important that is to bring in those talented players that can come in and be an immediate impact because they have that experience. Talk to me, kind of explain to people watching this the importance of having those JUCO products joining your program and what they bring, not just talent-wise overall, but experience-wise.
Right. No, the experience is a big thing, and also them coming from JUCO, they know what hard work, like what the work is to be in D1. Like they gonna keep pushing until they can't go no more. Because you're gonna learn that in JUCO, regardless of what JUCO you went to, you gonna know to push yourself. So I feel like they bring that a lot, and I feel like everybody on the team, like we work. So like that's the main thing, and obviously them having those 2 years in JUCO, being able to play against other good talents, So yeah.
Yeah, and we've talked about you guys all blending together, getting that chemistry early on so you can have that success in the 24-25 season. You guys are actually taking a trip here soon in a couple of weeks to the Virgin Islands to go against some tough competition down there. Talk to me real quick about how you feel that trip is going to really help you guys out heading into this upcoming season.
Right. I feel like it's going to help us out tremendously and learning how to play with each other and just, enjoying and learn how to have fun playing the game, So, and also it's going to help us play faster as well. Cause there they have a 24-second shot clock. So we have to play with that as well. But coach wants that for us. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be really good for us.
Yeah, definitely can't wait to see what you guys do. And I can't wait to see how you grow your game as well. I've seen your game grow over the past few years, obviously. Like I said when I introduced you, we're both Jays, but you're definitely the better shooter. You could definitely knock down that 3 ball a lot better than I can. And you were able to drive the lane, able to rebound with the best of them, hard-nosed defender. So you have a lot to your game already. Talk to me real quick about what else you're kind of adding to your bag of tricks heading into this 24-25 season to where you can make even more of an impact for the Shockers.
Well, I had a meeting with my coach at the end of the last season, and he was basically like asking me like what I want to get better at this year. And main thing I told him was my ball handling. Like I want to have it on a string this year. Like I don't want nobody to be able to stop me. And that's the main thing. Like shooting will come. I'll drive. I'm gonna drive all day, that. But like having different counter moves and just, handling it is my main thing this year. So yeah.
And I can't wait to see obviously your individual performance. Like we said, Virgin Island trip, chemistry, all that stuff with the Shockers. You guys are looking to be towards the top of the conference next year after having a rough season this past year. What do you think 1 through 15 on the roster, coaching staff, even the water boys and managers, what does everyone need to do in order to make that dream become reality so Wichita State ends up in March Madness in 2025?
I feel like everybody just being bought in on the same page, everybody grinding together, everybody having the same work ethic, and everybody being like a family. That family atmosphere is going to take us so far. Like people don't even realize, like us being that family, that close bond is going to take us tremendously far. And us being locked in on the same goal, it's just going to take us to the end. Like I just know it. So yeah.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see what you guys do this upcoming season. Obviously, I'm in Kansas over at my JUCO. You're in Kansas over in Wichita. I didn't get a chance to come out to a game last season. Kills me that I have to say that. But
yeah, you got this year.
I got to. I'm going to show this to my boss, and I'm going to tell him, listen, if I have to miss a day at work, you know where I'm at. So I got to try to come out to a Wichita State game sometime this season, support you in person, because I know when I get there, you're giving me that 20 ball. You're going to go up for 20. I can't wait to see what you do. And thank you so much. Finally getting you on for this interview definitely does mean a lot to me, Jayla. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.